Rayanyag ti Lugosor, programa ngagserbi kamang kenrang tayo iti gobyerno probinsyal. Lalo na, iti beneg iti sanggo niyang panlalawigan ti probinsya ng Ilocosur. Mangted tinanay ng informasyon kadagiti programa, proyektos, tulong, ken mga sister kadagiti agproblema nga OFW at kalugaran tayo. Rayanyag ti Lugosor. Tinagaget, Produktibo Presiding Officer, the busy Governor of the Province of Ilocosur, Ryan Lois Singson, our main anchor, Ken Lito Javier, our co-anchor, Ryan Yag Ilocosur, at tuyen ngagsubli ngagserbi kada kayo, agsipod tada kayo ti inspirasyon mi, Ryan Yag Ilocosur, da kayo ti inspirasyon mi.
Naranyag nga bigat ka probinsyaan. Datay man iti programa tayo. Rayanyag ti Ilocosur. Kadwa tayo ti technical side tayo ni Miss Cara Molina. And it's me, your kapit, Ramanuel Tabay. So, syempre, it's last 2 days of the month of the June. At dati pa-program or at dati isagot kanya tayo ni Vice Governor Ryan Singson para iti Enduro Ilocosur. Last filing ito na bigat. Humabol kayo itatan nga aldaw. Make sure nga mo yung rules and regulation iti Enduro para ito'y championship. Kasi ito no July 8 to 9 ti mapasama kada ito'y nga racing championship. So intay amwen digiti condition kada ito nga enduro dito mapasamak dito yung probinsya tayo nga Ilocosur dito iling iti Santo Domingo on July 8 and 9, that is Saturday and Sunday. So nga humabol kayo para dito yung enduro or Ilocosur enduro championship of road. Kaya't yung ba maki-join kada ito nga programs, iti mahilig iti maki-raise dita, it's your time to shine. So syempre meron tayong registration fee. Ag-cost iti, cost talaga. Aggatan iti 1,500. Sulit na sulit kapag ikaw ang nanalo. Malay mo. Diba? So, join us for the thrilling final of the FJ Moto Enduro Cruise Series 2023. So, Ilocosur Enduro Championship, Santo Domingo, Ilocosur on July 8 to 9, 2023. Registration fee is 1,500. So, categories na. Day 1, we have the All China Undervote class, senior class, 50 up, ladies class, Group A WR 155R, 1 make race, local enduro class, Group B WR 155R, 1 make race. On day 2, we have the veteran class 40 to 49, final WR 155R, 1 make race, All China 250 class, open enduro class, and the master class. We have the limited slots only. Yamaha Philippines present the Yamaha WR155R 1 make race class. Register early as there are only 12 slots available. Winner of the last leg are not assured of any slot. Don't miss out. So nag-post pa to sa June 10. Ibig sabihin kapag last registration ko na yun na ganun, baka wala ka ng slot dito. So, dapat June 10 pa lang, di nakita mo dito yung nag-registered ka. Baka mapasali ka sa Yamaha, present the Yamaha WR155R 1 make race. So, syempre, important information. Ito yung pinaka-importanteng dapat yung malaman this Enduro Championship. So, no on-site registration. Awan ka no ti mismo DJ. Mismo Santo Domingo niti pa nag-register din. Dapat ket online registered. Manipo di June 10 hanggang June 30 tomorrow iti last registration. Humabol kayo para kada ito'y enduro. So, syempre, Cut-off for registration is June 30, 2023. Ito na bigat, wala siyang sinabing time, basta June 30. Kapag nakafile ka ng 11:58 in the evening, ewan ko na lang, di ba? So, next is strictly no extension. So, pag pumasok na tayo ng month of July, first is wala nang extension. Hanggang DJ lang talaga. June 30. Awanin iti registration yan. Iti July 1st yan. Oray no, 12 midnight ka nagipasa. If pag pumasok na ng July, hindi ka nahahabol pa. So, nahababa yung registration natin from June 10 to June 30. So, syempre kung nanapay ito, changes to registered categories are not allowed. So, make sure nga di categories nga kayat mo. For example, di ladies class ko mata, syempre babae ako. Diba? So, sa ladies class ka, and gusto mo pumunta sa local enduro class, hindi mo mabaling nga baliwanin. No, anya na ipasam nga registration, iso iti accepta rin da. Wala lang ang ka nga pabaliw-baliw iti decision. So, wag kang pabago-bago ng isip. Diba? Nung nyati na i-registered mo ni iso latan. So, syempre, please double check your online registration. Always double check. O rin niya mati pa nagpa-file iti form. Make sure ket nag-double check tayo iti pa nag-fill up iti registration. Yon yung pinaka-importante lalo na sa categories. Di po ba? Pati siya nag-file ako mati PRC niya. Make sure ko, pelyedok, spelling ginagan ko, birthday, nakaya na ka, taga-ano ka, narigatin. Baka di, ada ka nagnagan mo sa baligayam. Di ba? Pangit. Pangit tikas dyan masaka sa baligayam iti deep inside na pa eh. Ito yung onegan na pa eh. Di po ba? And of course, no refund for registration in case the rider is unable to participate due to any circumstances. Ibig sabihin, no awan DJ riders into ni July 8 and 9, tahan nga pinalubusan ni bakit na, ni lakay na, ni nobya na, ni nobyo na, hanggang mamapan, makapadisgrasya. Kunada, mutay meten dagiti rides da dumakit dati cause of ganan disgrasya di po ba may kakambal yan talaga disgrasya nyem no dati walang kanya na why not palubusan di ba so no ha ang kakano available on July 8 and 9 or hang ka nagpakita or whatsoever di po ba no refundable ibig sabihin yung 1,500 mo is thank you TY di ba so make sure nga no ma-fund Numapang ka ito no July 8 and 9 nakapakada kan tatapay lang rogrog yan amiti aglaban, aginaw, agpabida. Tap na mapalubusan da ka nga. Mapalubusan ka ito no July 8 and 9 nga mapan maki-rides. Di ba? Malay mo pinalbusan na ka, mag-champion ka pa. Ay, yan. So, tapay pag-asam nga mga back. So, ayan, ang ating enduro here in Ilocos Sur 2023 for this event para iti enduro race. So, syempre, powered by Yamaha Off-Road World, GS Quantum Battery, IRC Tires, Service Sport Philippines, Onyayal Philippines, OIC Racing Moto Lifestyle Philippines, and Direct Graphic Card. And of course, event partners, we have the event partners of Vice Governor Ryan Luis B. Singson, Vice Governor Office, Province of Ilocos Sur, Municipality of Santo Domingo, Ilocos Sur, FJ Moto Enduro, Ilocos Sur. For registration, please PM private message FJ Moto Enduro Facebook page. Ti page na iti FJ Moto Enduro. So no kayat yung humabol is still it's June 29 file lang and last registration is tomorrow. Humabol tayo, no kayat tayo nga maki-join ka dito nga event man dito probinsya tayo nga Ilocos Sur. So get ready for underline fueled showdown at the FJ Moto Endo Cruz Series 2023. Don't miss your chance to witness the ultimate off-road racing action. So, ang pintas mo agbuya iti Castor. Ay, pag hindi lang ako pregi, mapanak makikover. Ay, napintas iti buya kasto yung nga boring. Ma-amaze ka dagiti riders nga agkakasiglat kayang-kaya da nga na ganan palagtuen di lugan kasta digi di ba digi agi banking dito kasta iti namayat nga buyain no di ba no pitak-pitak pa lang tanag todo ay sus nakagalgalis lang nga tan. So ayan ang ating aabangan this July 8 and July 9, 2023. So, ado iti ganap or mayat dito nga mabuya, hindi boring. Talaga mag-e-enjoy ka. So, dagiti mahilig iti iti motor na gamit dito. Kasda digi na tagari pero basit. Basta pintas dito nga buyaen na pimpintas pa yung agbuya ti kastoy. Ngem, iti basketball, charot. Amana, pasin basketballin, nangabatikwan. Iti Denver. So, syempre, Idil Adha. Idil Adha, we have the celebration of Idil Adha ngayong ay di kalman gayam. So, di kalman gayam iti Idil Adha para kadagiti dearest Muslim na brothers and sisters tayo. So, celebration da di kalman iti one of the feast of Muslim, Idil Adha, and of course, Idil Fitr. So, Idil Fitr, nalpasen, Idil Adha tata. So, twice a year celebrate iti brothers tayo nga Muslim or sisters tayo na Muslim iti feast of sacrifice da. So syempre we have this month the celebration of Pride Month. Ito DJ tawag na to rainbow colors nga talagang nire-respeto natin ngayong buwan na to, di ba? Idi gamin na panawin, idi tiyempo ti panawin iti tugi-tugi, di ba? Awan iti maka-accept kanya da. Hinga na din nagbaliw iti panawin, nagkaroon tayo ng modernization world, na kita da iti kasano ti population dan, and of course they have the LGBTQ, and then naganan iso ti ng patpatibker para kanya da. Di ba no panawin idi reality, di ba no mamuanda nga gay di anak daket bugbogen da, aglalo ti papaubrada to make sure nga agbalinda lang nga straight. Di po ba? Di da dumabay iduldulinda pay kasi nga agbuteng da nga maamuan itinaganak da nga kasjay. Pero ngayon unti-unti nang naa-accept yung population nila. 'Di ba? Open arms tayo. Idi with na ganan walang respeto idi. Hantay nga may kan iti respeto kanyada. Ngem we have a friends like them. Digiti makaawa lang kanyada ket digiti ada experience tayo. Experience with adati gayem tayo nga same damot laeng. 'Di ba? So this month is a Pride Month and celebrate damit itata. Di po ba? So, syempre, we have the new tagline of tourism, Love the Philippines. Ito yung bagong tagline ngayon ng mga tourism. You love the Philippines. And of course, there is no much to see and much more to love. There are more ways than to explore the Philippines. Come visit us at the you'll surely love the Philippines. So, ang new tagline ng tourism ngayon is Love the Philippines. So, nabuya yung Ititikal Money, di ba? Nagkaroon sila ng tagline. Kahapon na ipabuya mati Ryan Yag ti Ilocos Sur. So, buyain nyo tupay. Daduman tumanin iti events para iti tourism. So, syempre, don't forget to visit in Ilocos Sur. You'll surely love the Philippines. Don't forget. Hanyo nga, iyaw awan, hanyo nga, ikaten yan ti bucket list yo ti probinsya tayo nga Ilocos Sur. Maganda rin dito, mas madami rin kayong mapupuntahan, and of course mabubusog rin kayo sa pagkain dito sa ating probinsya. And of course, we are the number one coffee lover coffee lover tuloy. Number one coffee here in the Philippines. Kami yung pinaka-the best na coffee. Kung gusto nyo ng coffee lover dyan, yung mga coffee lover dyan, why not visit in Ilocos Sur? Tapno maramanan nyo met ang timay panpan nakkel mi met nga kape. Di ba? Kaano lang idinangabak, manood at tinangabak out of 12 or 14. Eh, syempre, 90 simbrek or 10 simbrek, no? Do wala iti nagsasalumi na puro Ilocos Sur amin. Proud, ti po ba? So, iti padang turista. padang umaytog bakasyon dito, try yung at the heritage city mi, ti vegan, and of course, fountain. We also have the best fountain here. Duwa gayong ti fountain dito here in Vegan City, and of course Narbacan. Damat ti farmers market dito in Narbacan. It's so big, so beautiful, di ba? And of course, ano pa? Yung Crisologo natin, ayan. Yan yung dapat na hindi natin kakalimutan sa bucket list. Ano pang pinunta mo ng Ilocos Sur kung di mo nakita? Ang historical ng or Spanish period ng Vegan City. Yeah, dati dito'y nalipata ko dito'y Manila ba ata nga damat iti same nga Crisologo da, pero ma-appreciate you dito ma-appreciate you dito. And of course, many more. No church met ti pagpapatangan, Vegan City still closed. And may recommend ko Santa Maria, pinaka-the best, grabe. First time ko na panidi last year, na pa kami nag-pasyar idi, it's a Mother's Day ata or Father's Day, na pa kami pinasyar idi Santa Maria Church. So it's so amazing. First time ko inoli, first time ko na serrek. Dala, Diyos mio. Yeah, dito may recommend ko no church, Santa Maria. May kadoti sinait, we have the Miracle Santo, tawag na ito yan. Basta dito sinait. And of course, many more. Madami pa tayong churches nga mabaling nga pagpasyaran. Di po ba? No beach naman or kabaybayan. We have here in Vegan Mindoro, Santa Catalina, Santo Domingo, Magsingal, diretso detan. Magsingal, San Juan, Kabugaw, Sinait, dagita. Diretso amin. Adami na beaches na. Beaches. Adami tibaybay na. No matter hotels, we also have a lot of hotels here. Diretso ti turistan, fixed season. Kasi nga, katangamin is rainy season. It's naganan, ang fixed season nga minitata. Lean season nga minitata. So hotels iti problema yo ado dito yung Calle Crisologo, we have the dito yung Crisologo, mismo yung iti Calle Crisologo, La Casa Blanca. And then of course adapay dito yung abay-abay na dito Calle Crisologo nga by walking distance nga mapanti Calle Crisologo. So kung nadangarod nga once nga fixed season agkurang idagiti hotel. So idadu mag-transient da. So no choice but there have a lot of transient also here. Asi dagmet laing dito ay Calle Crisologo. So may kayo po ma-share dito yung probinsya tayo tata. No diyo kaya tatalin season kasi it's a rainy season. Aday dagduman niya, it's a June ay July to gayamen, Diyos mio. Ag July gayamen ket hantay pa lang mafi-feel iti, hantay lang nag-update ti pag-asa nga rainy season Wala, santulag todo no, pinag-opening man Sarotin da kayo ubing. Hampay nga graduation dagiti daddu mga schools. Nalado unay ti graduation. Dahil awang pa'y matinay kitak. Yan ti Facebook no kaanon to iti opening or kaanon to ti panagsisarrekti ubmi. Pero ang alam ko lang is this month of June nakapag-graduar rin dagiti dadduma. This month of July graduar to pay lag dagiti dadduma. So universal graduation on July 3 dito UNP. Good luck kadagiti amin nga aggraduar kada ito'y tawen 2023. Good luck amin kanyayo. And of course, sakbay tayo ulit agtuloy ti programa rayan nga agti Ilocos Sur. Eto yung mapay, wenno dagiti mapay dagiti palagip.
No serbisyo analaka nga catering ti Masapulyo, adda iti Caril's Garden Catering Services ang masarakan di Mabini Street, Barangay Rizal, Kabugaw, Ilocos Sur. Adu pa iti agkakaimas nga makan ti inkay pagpilyan. Ken saan lang kadayta, na ornos ti serbisyo da, napintas iti set up da. Ken saan yon a problema no kasapulan nyo iti venue. Oray anyaman nga okasyon ket mabaling nga rambakan kas iti kasar, birthday, anniversary, reunions, meeting, ken dumapay. Caril's Garden and Catering Services ti kapintasan ken kalakaan. Nadaras pa'y akasarita ti akin bagi ani Sir Carlito ken Maricar Asena. Wenno kontaken iti numero 0917-799-1273. Wenno 0917-799-5110. Caril's Garden and Catering Services. Umay kayon!
Problema yu kadi iti panangalat ti student driving permit, renewal iti lisensya ngagmaneho, ken panang-upgrade iti restriction code dagiti lisensyayo. Solbaren dagiti nga problema yo iti RX Driving School. Ti RX Driving School ket accredited iti LTO ng eskwelaan amang ipaay kadagiti sumaganad. TDC wenno theoretical driving course. Kasapulan daytoy kadagiti mangalat ti student permit. PDC wenno practical driving course paramat kadagiti mangala iti non-prop wenno professional driver's license. Upgrading iti restriction code paramat kadagiti mangnayon iti mabalinda a manehuen ken ti special driving course paramat kadagiti kayat na tagsursuro ngagmaneho iti motorsiklo, tricycle, four wheels, manual or automatic ken dumapay. Naanos ken nalaing dagiti driving instructors da nga accredited iti LTO. Dito'y 2nd District, masarakan ti RX Driving School iti National Highway, Barangay Tablak, Candon City, abay iti Sacred Heart Medical Laboratory. Dito'y mat 1st District, masarakan ti RX Driving School, abay mismo iti LTO. Dita poblasyon is San Ildefonso, Ilocos Sur. Ken dita probinsya ti Ilocos Norte, masarakan ti RX Driving School iti along the National Highway, Barangay Kalagip, Batak City, sango ti Lucondia Cultural Center ken Mariano Marcos Memorial Hospital. Asideg iti mismong LTO. No lisensya ti panagmaneho, ken nasaya ta pagsusuruan ngagmaneho, RX Driving School iti papanan. Para tadadong informasyon, tumawag wenno ag-text kayo iti 0917-578-3132 and 0917-811-0581. Dito 1st District San Ildefonso, 0917-306-3735. Itamot 2nd District Candon City, 0917-120-1745. Ken dita Batak City, 0917-329-0591. RX Driving School.
Kayat mo akanayon na nakakondisyon ti motor mo? Saan tayo abaybayan ngagdadael? Siguden na patarimaan tadda tinalaing ken anos a mekaniko ken pagkagatangan ti high-end ken genuine a piyesa ti motorsiklo. King Rabe Motorcycle Parts Enterprises. Anyaman na piyesa ken brand ti motorsiklo kasapulan at daamin dita King Rabe Motorcycle Parts Enterprises. Saan kan ngagpaspasarak, mapankan di sigurado. Adupay di pagpilyan tinadumaduma a brand apilid Motor oil ken kumpleto apang setup. Pasyaren ti pwestuda sa Jikabarwan, Santa Catalina, Ilocos Sur. At dapay branch na ditaigid ti National Highway, Sunto, Bantay, Ilocos Sur, ken Sadyay, Dagupan City. Ride safety. Siguradwen anapintas ti kondisyon dagiti motorsiklo. Adda ti mapagtalkaan a King Rabe Motorcycle Parts Enterprises. Ken no kasapulan piloga na pagpasya ken adday ti darayan nyo nga okasyon. Kastapay no da sabaten nyo akaming ti pamilyayo a balikbayan adda anda iti ban amarentaan. Kontakin nyo ti numero 0917-188-7507. Ukwa ken imatmatonan da Bonnie ken Lynn Rabe. King Rabe Motorcycle Parts Enterprises.
Only foods ba ang hanap mo? Kaya't mo teg mukbang ng basit ti budget. Kapangkan sa J Books Eat Food Hub. Masarakan ti igit ti National Highway Barangay Kabarwan, Bantay, Ilocos Sur. Giseserve dati only wings, rice, lechon kawale, sisig kanda dumapay a pagpiliak. In kayon ti Books Eat Food Hub. Matmatunan dito ni Miss Eileen Tolentino ken ni Miss Luenalo Manligues. And the food, ngem suwak sa bulsa. Anya pa ito orayam, pangkan ti Books Eat Food Hub. Books Eat Food Hub, sigurado mabsog ta buksit mo. Nagbebero kay matinaimas nga pulutan wano dagiti maprito amakmakan. Sarakam lang ti Choylin Fried Station. Masarakan ti naduma-duma pwesto ti probinsya nga Ilocos Sur, adda dita syudad ti Vigan, ili ti Santo Domingo, Kabugaw, Sinait, Narvacan, ken Canton City. At dapat pwesto dita Abra, ken pati Batak, ken Lawag City, Ilocos Norte. Ado dagiti mabili mo pagpilian. Adda ti fried chicken, crispy pata.
So, syempre, tuloy ti programa tayo Ryan Nyag ti Ilocos Sur. So, i-play tayo man nga rin dito yung BBM, President BBM, for this forestry na iti pagilian tayo.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. Good afternoon and welcome to the celebration of the 160th anniversary of the Philippine Forestry Service. We are gathered here today at the DNR Heroes Park, which honors the courageous individuals who have devoted their lives to the preservation and conservation of the environment. The Vitex parviflora, most commonly known as molave, is a hardwood tree that is native in the Philippines. It is known for its exceptional strength and durability, rapid growth, and capacity to adapt to a wide range of environmental conditions. Molave is not just a symbol of strength, but also a lifeline for biodiversity. Today, it is being planted as a symbol of hope and a sustainable and greener future. Thank you, Mr. President. At this point, may we invite the President, Secretary Yulo Loizaga, House Speaker Martin Romualdez, and Special Assistant to the President, Antonio Lagdemeo Jr., and our other distinguished guests to the DNR Multipurpose Hall for the program. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. We may now be seated. Good afternoon. We are gathered here today for the Forest for Life, the 160th anniversary of the Philippine Forestry Service. To begin our program, may we call on Department of Environment and Natural Resources Secretary Maria Antonia Yulo Loizaga to give her welcome remarks.
His Excellency President Ferdinand Romualdez Marcos Jr., Honorable Speaker Ferdinand Martin Romualdez, Senator Cynthia Villar, Secretary Antonio Lagdameo Jr., Secretary Gilberto Teodoro Jr., Secretary Jose Rizalino Jerry Acuzar, Secretary Cheloy Garafil, our environmental partners, and distinguished guests. Good afternoon and welcome to the DNR celebration of the Philippine Environment Month, the 160th year anniversary of the Philippine Forestry Service, Philippine Arbor Day, which was yesterday, and the advanced celebration of the DNR's 36th anniversary. On behalf of the department, I wish to extend our warmest welcome and thanks to our President and our distinguished guests for joining us today. By beginning with the tree planting, we remind ourselves of the essential importance of forests in maintaining ecological balance and integrity, in mitigating and adapting to climate change, and to enhancing biodiversity. They are our life support, without which water, energy, and food security would be impossible. The site on which the President's Molave seedlings and the other seedlings planted by our honorable guests were planted also holds a special significance. The Environmental Heroes Park was established in remembrance of all those who have made the supreme sacrifice in order to protect our country's environment and natural resources. Today, the task of conservation and protection continues in the hands of 100 men and women of the Corps Forest Management Bureau, our forest rangers, who in some cases cover between 2,000 to 4,000 hectares for a single ranger, local forest protection officers, and our partners in the DILG, the AFP, and the DOJ, who support our environment enforcement efforts. As the conservation, protection, and increase of our forests are all critical to inclusive, resilient, and sustainable development, DNR's targeted prioritization of 1 million hectares of classified forest areas for afforestation and reforestation will support lives and livelihoods so that no one and no community is left behind, and accelerate the delivery of our global commitments towards building a low-carbon, green, and blue future. To achieve this, partnerships with those genuinely committed are critical, as the DNR cannot achieve this alone. We need to work across departments with agencies and LGUs, the academe, private sector, and non-government and people's organizations to protect, enhance, and sustainably manage our forest resources. This convergence will ensure that the goals of the community-based forest management, which started with the Integrated Social Forestry Program of the government established by President Ferdinand E. Marcos in 1982, along with those of our Philippine Development Plan 2023 to 2028 are fully realized. We are stewards of one of the world's most mega-diverse countries. Our communities and the world look to us to provide the quality of life this generation and the generations to come truly deserve. The DNR Forest Management Bureau, under this administration's leadership, leads the way towards climate and disaster resilience, the protection of life on land and underwater, and to poverty reduction, thus delivering both national and global dividends towards inclusive, resilient, and sustainable development. To recall the history of the Philippine Forest Service, may we now air the video.
Our forests are our country's life support system, and the Forest Management Bureau of the Department of Environment and Natural Resources is mandated to provide the technical guidance to protect, develop, and conserve Philippine forest lands and watersheds. First established in 1863, when the Spanish government created Inspección General de Montes to gather data on forests, its resources, and regulate use. It was reorganized in 1899 when President Emilio Aguinaldo established the Inspección General de Montes y Minas, the predecessor of today's Department of Environment and Natural Resources. By the turn of the century, the Bureau of Forestry was founded with George P. Ahern as its first director. In 1937, Florencio Artamesis became its first Filipino director. In 1974, President Ferdinand E. Marcos issued the Forestry Reform Code of the Philippines, which created the Bureau of Forest Development. In 1987, the Forest Management Bureau was created under Executive Order Number 192. Today, more than half of the Philippines' 15 million hectares of forest land is covered with forests. The country saw an increase in its forest cover by about 5% between 2010 and 2020. Forestry contributes to the country's economy through exports to our major trading partners. 2,211,981 hectares of forests are under forest tenure instruments. In 2021, the country was able to produce 827,022 cubic meters of logs and 138,293 cubic meters of lumber. Region 13 is the largest producer for both. Forests are also valuable for the ecosystem services they provide, such as flood management, soil erosion control, and the protection of headwaters as the source for water for irrigation, power generation, safe water for drinking and sanitation, carbon stock storage capacity, and potential for sequestration. The DENR constantly looks for new ways to involve partners in the private sector, the academe, communities, and civil society. During the President's state visit to Japan, the DENR partnered with Marubeni Philippines Corporation and DMCI Holdings to develop forest carbon projects in Negros Occidental. The DENR is working with Shell Pilipinas Corporation as well for Project Tarsier in Leyte, bringing together the academe, private sector partners, and communities. Additionally, DENR joined Prime Infra to reforest 1,800 hectares in the upper Marikina River Basin to help secure our water supply. The department is also identifying 1 million hectares nationwide for more forest protection and investments. The DENR supports all major river basins through the National Greening Program and Improved National Forest Protection Program. Within these river basins are the country's critical watersheds supporting the national irrigation system. The DENR has prioritized 131 of these watersheds with a total area of around 14 million hectares. By 2028, the DENR aims to complete the dynamic geospatial analysis of our blue and green ecosystems to support the Natural Capital Accounting System and our Philippine Development Plan. These programs aim to identify the country's carbon stocks, increase sequestration potential, and usher in the Philippines' participation in the international carbon and biodiversity markets. The Philippine Forestry Service continues to look to the future, finding new ways of working and convergence between green, blue, and gray infrastructure for an inclusive, resilient, and sustainable forest management.
Thank you very much. On this note, ladies and gentlemen from the DNR and our distinguished guests, may I introduce our guest of honor, President Ferdinand Romualdez Marcos, Jr.
Thank you very much, our DNR Secretary, Maritoni Yulo Loizaga. Please take your seats. House Speaker Congressman Martin Romualdez, Senator Cynthia Villar, my fellow workers in government, other distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Allow me to congratulate the Department of Environment and Natural Resources on celebrating the Philippine Environment Month, the Philippine Arbor Day, and the 160th anniversary of the Philippine Forestry Service. Today, I am reminded of the tree planting activity that we conducted on my birthday last year. And I remember stressing how vital trees are to our existence and how taking care of the environment redounds to the benefit of the present and, more importantly, future generations. All of these thoughts led me to wonder, how often, if at all, do our citizens consciously think of our ecology and resources? Stuck in our day-to-day routine, it is possible for us to treat the needs of the earth at the same level of importance as our own needs. Yet, one thing is certain. Our role as custodian of Mother Earth holds much value, especially when united in terms of purpose and of direction. The Philippine Forestry Service, now the Forest Management Bureau, has been on top of protecting and conserving our forests since 1863. And as such, it is only right that we commemorate your anniversary to further inspire progress in preserving our trees and our forests in these coming years. Recognizing the urgent call for environmental preservation, my father declared every 5th day of June as World Environment Day in our country. This act was an act of unity with the international community to raise awareness and take steps towards environmental protection and sustainability. Having observations like these are critical in nurturing a deeper consciousness amongst our people in preserving the environment, as well as in addressing the problems caused by climate change and the centuries of mismanaged resources. The protection and rehabilitation of biodiversity within and around our shores will be immensely influential in shaping our destiny as a nation. This administration is committed in ensuring environmental integrity and sustainability for the benefit of our present and future generations. I continue to call on the DNR, other agencies, the private sector, and even the public to work together in connecting, preserving, and managing our limited resources. I challenge everyone to carry a deep sense of pride and ownership of the lands that will continue to nurture and feed our nation for generations to come. The world that we have today and that we face is a very different world from what we came into. And the importance of the environment, the importance of biodiversity has become clearer and clearer. We have had many warnings over decades by scientists and saying that unless we change our habits, unless we change our lack of sensitivity to our environment, there will be global warming. There will be climate change. Unfortunately, we did not listen. And now we are resigned to the 1.5 degrees Celsius increase in our global temperature, and perhaps that might even reach 2 degrees Celsius if we do not do something about it. And that is why we in the Philippines must be very, very conscious. I must say that I think that Filipinos in general are more aware about the importance of preserving our natural resources, about preserving our forests, about preserving our biodiversity, and the benefits that will come not only to our effort to be part of the solution to the effects of climate change, but also because Filipinos are the most vulnerable to climate change that we have. And what is the answer to this problem? The answer to this problem is our forest land. And now the change that has come, the different changes that have come in the international economy have now put they started with the determination of damage and loss for us developing countries, from the developing countries, as they take responsibility for the industrial revolution that brought about these emissions, carbon emissions into the air. And that started it off. But now it has entered into the business community, where we are now able to put a peso value to our forest land. We are able to determine that this can be in exchange for carbon emissions in another place. And these are the kind of strategies, these are the kind of new concepts that are being developed so that we can be very clear and make it easy for those who are taking care of our forest lands to feel not only a benefit for doing the right thing, but also an economic benefit. As long as people have a sense of ownership, as long as people have a sense of belonging and being a part of that system of preserving the forest, and addition to that, that we are able to show an economic benefit, then I know Filipinos will do everything that they can to preserve our ecology, to preserve our forest land, to preserve our biodiversity. This is a concept that we developed. If you remember those in the forestry, I'm sure that you will remember that the biggest ADB finance project of the FDPIN was in Ilocos Norte. And the way that we structured it was simply to say, having planted all the trees that we were going to plant, nag-watershed development kami, gumawa kami ng mga cooperative para sa planting. And the only way that we were able to guarantee that this will be a self-sustaining program, that once we leave, that those locals who live in those areas will actually take care of those trees, was to give them a sense of ownership. And we did this simply by saying, these trees are yours. It is up to you to take care of them. It is up to you to use them. And I am happy to be able to report that those trees up to now are growing are strong and are continuing to cover a great deal of our forest land, and now also the watershed developments that we had started. It is a model that we have to start, that might be a template, but it is only a starting point, because there are so many different factors in play now. But we have to be conscious about, to make sure that we are able to take full advantage of the resources that are available to us to preserve our forest land and to give that sense of ownership to our people, so that they will do everything that they can to protect what in essence belongs to them. I'm certain that if we take care of it, Mother Nature will take care of us in return and give us the capacity to grow and flourish in a brighter and more prosperous future that we all dream about. Maraming salamat sa inyong serbisyo. Maraming salamat. Mabuhay ang ating mga foresters. Mabuhay ang DNR. Mabuhay ang Pilipinas.
Thank you, Mr. President. And now, may we request the President to kindly grant us a photo opportunity. May we invite on stage the national government officials and DNR undersecretaries with red stickers. May we request the DNR development partners to please prepare. Thank you. Please exit to your right. May we invite on stage the DNR development partners and other government officials with green stickers. May we request the DNR assistant secretaries to please prepare. Thank you. Please exit to your right. May we invite on stage the DNR Assistant Secretaries with blue stickers. May we request the DNR Regional Executive Directors to please prepare. Thank you. Please exit to your right. May we invite on stage the DNR Regional Executive Directors with purple stickers. May we request the members of the Forest Management Bureau Executive Committee and Service Directors to please prepare. Thank you. Please exit to your right. May we invite on stage the Forest Management Bureau officials and the DNR Service Directors with orange stickers. May we request the next set of DNR Service Directors to please prepare. Thank you. Please exit to your right. Finally, may we invite on stage the next set of DNR Service Directors with light blue stickers. Thank you. Please exit to your right. Thank you, Mr. President, for granting us a photo opportunity. That concludes our program for today. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. Everyone, we will have a group photo opportunity with the President. Thank you, Mr. President.
Only foods ba ang hanap mo? Kaya't mo mukbang ng basit ti budget. Kapangkan sa J Books Eat Food Hub. Masarakan ti Igit ti National Highway Barangay Kabarwan Bantay Ilocos Sur. Giserve dati only wings, rice, lechon kawale, sisig kanda dumapay a pagpilian. In kayon ti Books Eat Food Hub. Matmatunan dito ni Miss Eileen Tolentino ken ni Miss Luenalu Manligues. And the food, ngem swak sa bulsa. Anya pa ituro orayam, mapankan ti Books Eat Food Hub. Books Eat Food Hub, sigurado mabsog ta buksit mo. Nagbebero kay matinaimas nga pulutan wano dagiti maprito amakmakan. Saragam lang ti Choylin Fried Station. Masarakan ti na dumaduma pwesto dati probinsya nga Ilocos Sur at dati ta syudad ti Vigan, Iliti Santo Domingo, Kabugao, Sinait, Narvacan, ken Canton City. At dapat pwesto na dita Abra ken pati Batak ken Lawag City, Ilocos Norte. At doon dagiti mabili mo pagpilian. At dati fried chicken, crispy pata, fried itik, lechon kawali, tokwat baboy ken pork sisig. Choylin Fried Station. Fried to perfection. No kaya't mo mati only rice ken only soup all you can, 3 mantas grill house lang sapat na. Ado dagiti pagpilya nga combo meals nga sigurado swak ti budget mo. Masarakan ti 3 mantas grill house sa Bayubay Sur, San Vicente, Ilocos Sur. What are you waiting for? Come and visit 3 mantas grill house today. Kung mahilig ka mat dagiti matuno makmakan, na tuno grill house lang ang iyong kailangan. Dahil offering chicken inasal, pork barbecue, chicken barbecue, only rice pork inasal, ken only chicken wings. Masarakan tinatuno grill house sa San Jose, Narvacan, Ilocos Sur. Anya pa iturorayang, pasyara mo dagito nga panganan, na imas tagbiag nunananam timakan.
Nueva Segovia Consortium of Cooperatives. De Kooperatiba ano ba